Hey there. Do you allow your chronological age to define who you are and who you can become? Mm. Age in our culture is such a big deal, especially for women, because it's not only about how young you look, but like it's fine when you're a kid. You can't wait till you're 10 or 13, you're a teenager, or you're 15 and can get a driver's permit, 16 you can drive, 18 you can vote, 21, you can drink or whatever. But then kind of after that it goes downhill. And some people we know, they even lie about their age. So they're all in our culture is like there's pressure to be young, to look younger, to be younger, and not honor the wisdom and life experience that you've gained. And I've seen this with many of my clients. It's something that I even have had to look at myself. And I was blessed many years ago in hypnotherapy school to find a way to look at myself and give myself an age and identify with who I truly am. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Catherine Walters, and I'm an intuitive ignition catalyst. And I help conscious professional women to speak their truth, to step into their spiritual independence, and to authentically express themselves without people pleasing, minimizing themselves, or overgiving. And as I come back to this question, it's like, how do you and how do you feel when you allow yourself and your expectations and experiences and what you do be defined by your chronological age? What comes up for you? Feel limited? Maybe like time is running out, the clock is ticking. Like you've lost your power, or you feel like you're put out to pasture, like it's over. Mm. Well, that's what we've been fed. But and it's that identity we're identifying with an age and the limitations that identifying with a specific age can bring. So instead, I'm going to give you a way to share with how can you identify with yourself, the authentic truth of who you are, and see yourself instead as an ageless goddess, because that is the authentic truth of who you are. First of all, you are goddess. There is no doubt about it. Now, we've been lied to, told differently. It kind of has been like blipped off of that truth has been sort of, buried deeply, deeply, deeply under the surface of pretty much everything. But every person, every living thing is divine. And when you start to identify yourself as the divine one that you are, as the goddess that you are, whoa. The second thing is when you identify yourself as a goddess, you're ageless. Absolutely, there's no question, because the universe just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. There's, it could be zillions of years old and it's still there, because the present and the future are all one. There's no age. When we're in higher dimensions, there will be no age. We're ageless. So what I've learned from working, and giving you those, two little teaching points there about one, that you're ageless, and two, that you're a goddess, is that you can start to see yourself differently. One, you can start to see yourself that you are unlimited and not allow an age, a number, to define you. The second is you allow yourself to own and claim your wisdom, your experience, life experience, all that you've learned, and own it, claim it, be proud of it. I love when I have a holistic grocery store here where I live in Boone. And on Mondays, they have what the company calls Senior Day. And I don't know if it's 55, 60, somewhere in there. 62 is when they consider people seniors. But one of the cashiers, she doesn't call it Senior Day. She calls it Wisdom Day. And I love that because that is the truth. So when you see yourself as an ageless goddess, you honor your wisdom. You honor also, the third thing that you can really honor is your power. Because when you identify with God, Goddess, Creator, Source, you are powerful, which means you can manifest, you can create, you can attract to you whatever it is that you want. So you are an ageless goddess. And yet that may seem like, yeah, okay, Catherine, I get it. That sounds really good, but how can I live like an ageless goddess? Well, there are ways. And I know because I've gotten to the other side of this. And what I will tell you is that if you are tired of having to prove yourself and work hard and harder, because I know that as the professional conscious woman that you are, and I'll include myself in that, we accomplish more in 1 month than most people, including men, accomplish in 6 months or longer. That is how amazing you are. But if you don't see yourself as that, and you want to, and if you're tired of working so hard and everything being hard, feeling like it's hard, and you're exhausted, let's face it, you're burned out. I mean, if you've been doing this for a long time, it's like, is it possible for it to be easier? And my answer to you is yes. And the third is that you like you want it to be easier and so forth, but how? Because there's inside of your head and everyone, we have these beliefs about ourselves, these old stories that keep us stuck or small, and you don't allow yourself to align with your soul and the divine that you are, and see yourself as the amazing, powerful creator goddess that you are, that can accomplish anything you desire or wish to manifest. And you really want that, and you've been looking for that for years. Well, then we need to talk, because I know that you have worked on yourself. You've done just tremendous work on yourself. And you've worked really hard, not only on yourself, but in your life and in all that you do in helping other people. And yet it feels like there's a limit or a cap or a ceiling on where you can go next, especially if you identify with, well, I'm 50 or I'm 55, or, I'm going to need to retire soon, or something in that thing. We're like, no. And you really want to believe and know and live from that place of being ageless, unlimited, infinite. And you also want to step even more powerfully into the powerful goddess like Kali and Isis and Sekhmet that you are, because you have all those qualities in you. And you may be even secretly embarrassed because, I should have done it already. Well, let's get rid of the should. But now you're ready. Now it's the time. And I can promise you, we can start when we have a conversation, and you can tell me what's been keeping you stuck? What's limited? How has age or any other belief that you might have about yourself where you feel stuck? We'll look at that. And we'll look at what do you desire? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to attract to you in your life? And then I can show you where the gaps are. And if we're meant to work together, then we'll talk about how maybe how I know my intuitive ignition method and program would support you in your personal journey and growth to fully stepping into your spiritual independence as the ageless goddess you are. If you're ready to stop having an age define you and limit you and ready to step fully into your power as the ageless goddess, the truth of who you are, let's talk. The link is below. Love and blessings till I see you again. Namaste.